folks, Brian Rushing here with www.abbeyathletics.com, your source for stats, standings, stories, and more. Here on Crusaders Field this afternoon with head coach Brooke LeSage of the Crusaders softball program. Coach, thanks so much for your time. This year, as the club starts getting its day itself prepared for opening day, what are some of your thoughts and impressions on this club and what you expect to see out of 2015 for your softball program?
We're definitely excited. This year's program is a different team. The seniority and the captain, we're just ready to go. They're really expecting to compete this year in the conference. We're going for the conference championship, and we'll see how we do.
This is a club that's got some senior leadership that's going to be called upon to make a big impact on this club as they progress through the conference schedule. Kind of highlight some of those players for us and what you expect from them.
Well, we definitely have leadership in the circle with Samantha Jacobs and Nikki Faust, and leadership behind the plate. Amber Faust, the twin sisters, are definitely going to rock and roll. And I'm excited to see Shani McConnell come out of her shell this year as a senior in center field and kind of own it.
This is a club, and in the game of softball, you've got to be very strong up the middle. Having this sort of senior leadership, this upperclassman experience in center field, inside the circle, and behind home plate has got to give you some excitement for what you're going to see from this year. With that said, let's transition to the newcomers. You've got some players going to be playing some very important spots, but you're going to be asking them to do some things that you would expect oftentimes upperclassmen to do. Kind of give us an insight for that.
Well, we're solid up the middle. We got Mackenzie Gingell at second base. We're definitely expecting her to continue that leadership on the field as a sophomore. And Danny Marietta at shortstop, we're expecting her to fill that role a little bit more solid this year. She's going to be more comfortable and confident. And our newcomer, freshman at third base, Sloan McPeak, is definitely going to be our bearings on the corners. She's quick, and we're excited to see her transform into a great softball player here at the Abbey.
When you look at softball, because it is different than baseball, smaller field, it's a faster game in a lot of ways, you're going to have some elements of small ball, if you will, into your arsenal offensively. What do you feel is going to be one of your strongest assets offensively with this club in regards to playing throughout a rigorous Conference Carolina schedule?
We definitely have added some speed to our offensive strategy. We have Brooke Pegram and Alexis Pereiro. They are going to create the small ball for us and create some havoc on the base pass for us, which we didn't have in the past years.
As you move into the opening part of the schedule, I know that you've got your own individual expectations. What are some of the things that you hope to see in the early going that will give you considerable optimism as you move into April and the conference tournament?
As long as we're competing and we're staying in each game competitively, we'll be happy as a whole, as a group. I guarantee you that. We have a very strong schedule looking ahead. I know we're coming out and playing in the Columbus tournament. We have great competition there, which we competed very well last year, and with a better squad, I think we'll actually win some games out there. And going into the Catawba tournament, facing Catawba College, along with North Georgia, we're going to have some tough games ahead of us. So I think as long as we're in each game and we're putting our best effort there and growing each game, we should be able to compete in conference. And practically, we're hoping that we win the conference tournament as a whole.
Do you feel like that the strong non-conference schedule that you're putting these girls up against will give you some ability to weather the storm in Conference Carolinas and leading up to the postseason?
Yes, since day one, since I've been here, I've always put us against the best of the best, and we're not going to take away from that. Our girls are definitely going to be put to the test, and I think they're going to rise to the occasion better than they ever have this season.
Well, folks, the team opens its schedule in early February. Make sure that you check with www.abbeyathletics.com for stats, standings, stories, and more. Coach, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
For www.abbeyathletics.com, this is Brian Rushing.